This is Two Girls, One Ticket with Lauren and Julia. Elite conversation driven by lifestyle and sports.
This is where the real game happens. And trust us, the odds are never even.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back. It's Lauren. I'm not in my usual setup today. I got up to Bend, Oregon yesterday. I'm going to spend the week here, and I'm so excited. As we talked about, best time of the year going into fall, and I can finally smell and feel a little hint of that in the air up here. So I'm so glad to be here.
I am so glad that you're there. You have a little bit more pep in your step. You're a lot nicer. It's actually like such a relief the second that you get there.
So you want to
Hey
talk to me?
guys, Julia. Yeah, I do. I actually, when I tell you this girl's popping a mimosa on a Saturday with a little football, we've got all the vibes going. I just can't even explain to you guys how much lighter and brighter she is. And I think you're going to feel that through this pod and maybe hopefully through our next couple segments that we put up, because it's just a different kind of vibes from her. And it's
we love
very relieving.
And we have so many exciting things coming up for this weekend and for next week. And we had such a great weekend and rest of the week last week after we last talked. Starting out our college football with Kansas State and Iowa State. Unfortunate for those Cats. Great win for Iowa State. They won 24-21 over Kansas. They honestly looked like the better team. Kansas State was a 3-point favorite. It was sloppy and very sloppy for an opening game for them. Although it was close, Iowa State pulled it off. I said I think there'll be a real big strength in the Big 12 this year, and I think they'll surprise a lot of people. And what's your favorite word from all of it?
I got it.
Until next time.
And
did I tell you where that came from?
give us a little deets on the background in case people don't know what the fuck we're talking.
Yeah, so it originally appeared on an online message board years ago between Iowa State and Kansas State fans joking about the rural agricultural identity of both of these schools. They're both land-grant schools, and the name caught on. They're two big agricultural schools, and then now they meet in the Big 12. So credit goes to the fan base, and I think it's hilarious.
And I think Farmageddon's one of the greatest things I've ever heard.
Yeah.
That's what I get from that take.
I agree. Up next, the Travers. Julia picked it with Sovereignty.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Winners win. It was a 1.25 mile race for 3-year-olds. It was fun to see the barstool setup, and that, I mean, just so different from when we used to go growing up, but
Agreed. Totally different vibes.
Good for Saratoga, good for racing, but Sovereignty continues his dominant streak. He obviously won the Kentucky Derby. He's the 5th horse in history to have won the Kentucky Derby, the Belmont, and the Travers.
Which is called the Triple Crown?
No, not with the Travers. Anyway, so he won by 10 lengths. As we said, it was 5 horses in the field, so that was kind of cool to see the way that he ran the route. Kind of came from behind, won by 10 lengths. It was the first Travers win for his jockey, Junior Alvarado, and for his Hall of Fame trainer, Bill Mott. He actually
give it up.
Yeah, give it up, big time. Sovereignty will be a favorite for the Breeders' Cup, assuming that he runs. He has not officially entered for the Breeders' Cup, but assuming that he does, that will be November 1st in Del Mar, California.
Oh, there we go.
Let's
give it up for the jockeys and the horses.
Exactly. Defending mixed doubles champions took the title again at the Open. Sara Errani and Andrea Vavasori, the Italian duo, secured the biggest prize money in mixed doubles history under the revamped setup that we discussed last week. So congrats to them. And it seems like it went really smoothly from what everyone's talked about it and said and what I've read.
Absolutely.
So, good for the
guys.
fans,
it's a different kind of vibes. Let's move it over to the east.
Yeah. So, and Rory, he got there quickly. He was sitting in the stands for the Djokovic match. He was there 3 hours after he finished his tournament. Other notable people there, Anna Wintour, Vera Wang, Spike Lee, of course. We imagine him at all things courtside in New York, but just so fun.
You know what, though? This is the thing that's happening. Tennis is the new luxury sport. It's the new event. It's the new outing. It's the new where to be and who to
Runway,
see.
it's all of it.
It's
And I feel like
everything.
we're a little bit tennis heavy right now.
The
And it's
culture right
because
now.
that's exactly that
We got to
it's in
give
the
it to the
spotlight, and
culture.
I love it. Exactly.
I have to say, I have only gone so far to the warm-ups, but I think that the Open is more vibrant and way bigger of crowds than I've ever seen before in my since COVID, I would say. Since before COVID.
Yeah.
I think that it's finally coming back. I feel like the city itself is coming back as a whole,
All
and we're
good.
just
We are
loving
here
it.
for it. We
We're
love it.
loving it.
Yes. Lots of good wins through first round. Medvedev, can we talk about him? Poor guy. Same outcome in the last 4 big tournaments. He lost to
Sometimes you
Benjamin
just
Bonzi. Had the photographer run on the court, which caused a ruckus and a delay. And then he remained on the court smashing his racket, which, again,
he's a
drama.
choker.
But, I mean, I felt bad, but and the cameraman lost his credentials. Always drama. But good for Benjamin. And Emma Raducanu, she broke through to win her first round. Sabalenka. And then Alex Ayala, 20 years old, made history with the first round win as the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam match in Open era. So I love that. And I love that she said she has so much pride that she is Filipino and she doesn't have a home tournament. So she just loves how the crowd and everyone just backed her and really so grateful to the community that was at the Open and helped her get through it. So I thought that was really cool to see. So you were there, as you said, melon deuces. You got your drink.
Guys, I really think it
Still
was
the highlight.
by far. I mean, not the
That's why she
highlight of the
goes.
whole thing, but when we're going for warm-ups, for sure the highlight. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Highlight. Actually, even when we're in the finals, I'm pretty sure that that's still a highlight of my light and the highlight of my
And
twilight.
it's not just yours. I think it's everybody's. In
It is.
2024, there were more than 550,000 signature cocktails sold, totaling over 12
what I'm
million in
talking
sales,
about.
which is unbelievable. I think they said it was like 1.5 honey melon deuces a second, which is just
Another
ridiculous, or
shout
minute.
out to Grey Goose and the Deuce.
Yeah, Grey Goose and
Let's
the
go.
signature cups and
The
yeah,
Grey Goose
exactly.
and the Deuce. And let me tell you, they have kegs full of them. They have absolute
They
all
have to. They
different-
have to have them ready to go.
They do, but I'm
At
telling
that
you,
volume.
I went 2 different places, and once I got over to the sweet side and they were actually doing it homemade, giving me that little extra sauce that I like, a little bit more of the goose than the deuce.
Okay.
It was fucking fantastic.
Spicing up your
Absolutely
life.
loved
I love it.
Yes, loved it.
Well, switching gears for a little bit, Tour Championship at East
Oh.
Lake. Tommy Fleetwood. And can we just
now let
say,
me give it up to you, Kathy.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Obviously, I was hoping for Scotty, but I threw
Shook.
Tommy in there. I
Shook.
know. And he deserved it. It's perfect, great story for him. First PGA win, numerous heartbreaks on the tour, runner-up finishes, collapse leads, 160 plus starts. He's never won a PGA title. And
Ever.
by the way, his wife wasn't even there for him.
No,
but
she
it's
was
okay.
not. Funny you say that. That little cougar missed it.
But that's okay because good for him. I think it's
You know what though? It's
was
because
time.
yeah, but you know why that she didn't go?
No.
You don't? Because
don't.
she's 20 something years older than him. We're gonna have to
So what are
fact
you
check
saying?
that
She's
shit.
tired? No, I think it's 23
No.
years. Yeah.
She's 20 something years older.
Yeah, I think it's
And
23.
everyone was giving him such a hard time on the tour that she was
She
not
doesn't show.
discouraged. She doesn't go, but she has gone in the past. However, just of recent,
When it counted.
it's come out that she's a Cougs, and look at it. The first
Oh my.
one.
Well,
And
good for him. Congrats
Good
to
for
Tommy
him.
Fleetwood. Yeah.
And congrats to you, Kathy, on that call.
Thank you. Thank you. Hot takes. We're going to start with a little bit of this for today. Little lit. Okay, so we've got some good hot takes for the day. We are starting with, are the Cowboys America's team? Everyone refers to them as America's team, not just here, but abroad. And where did that come from? Was my bigger question.
Fucking nuts.
I am not a Cowboys fan. Again, I respect anyone that is successful in business and what goes into that, but I am not a Cowboys fan. So, of course, my next question is, how did they get that? Because it's not from winning as of late.
No.
So I had heard, obviously, great things about the new Netflix series. So I started watching it, The Gambler and His Cowboys, and it was just more insight to Jerry Jones and the team buying it in 1989 with all the money he had made from drilling a single well, how he turned a 1-15 team around to win 3 Super Bowls in the 90s. A lot of great insight, got a great, past players and people that were obviously around during that era. Phil Knight contributed his perspective on branding and business and how the Cowboys truly became a cultural powerhouse. And again, all of that is thanks to Jerry. So
we love
Cowboys
Jerry.
we love Jerry.
Give it up to Jerry Jones.
Yes.
Is
and
he
this is
an
his
American
spectacle.
dream story? Yes. He, as a person, is.
Yes.
That I think it's safe to say.
And he's got his roots. He can put on his cowboy boots. It's all great.
He's the vibes. He's a gangster.
They are a global brand, not just the fans, the actual brand. So they're one of the most valuable franchises in sports in the world, valued around $12 billion. The branding's iconic. Nobody doesn't know the blue star. You don't even have to be a football fan to know that blue star anywhere in the world is for the Cowboys. Among the highest merchandise sales in the world. Here's where I question the title.
Now let's go into it.
Yeah. 70s, highly successful, developed the reputation for being both winners and entertainers. Made 5 Super Bowls, won 2 of them. That is when they got their nickname in 1978 of America's Team, and it stuck ever since. NFL Films first used it because they would draw these massive crowds, not just from their local fan base in Texas, but all over the country. So immediately the fan resonated, and the Cowboys themselves later embraced it and kind of made it their identity almost in a self-proclaimed way. So let's take it back. Again, you can see that. Football's strong.
I get it.
They're
70s, 80s.
No, but guess this. So 70s Super Bowls, 80s 0 Super Bowl appearances, 90s golden decade, Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Jimmy Johnson, 3 Super Bowl so they're doing good. So then bring it to the 2000s. 0 appearances in the last 25 years.
Well, we know that.
3 in the 90s. Okay, so they have this global recognition as America's team. Great. But what is that based on? Because in my opinion,
who's
at
your
that time,
team?
it could have been winning.
America's team?
Well, here's the thing. So it would be based on the criteria because, again, story of Jerry, all that, bringing him around, winning Super Bowls, but they haven't done anything in the last 25 years.
He's
so if you're basing it on winning,
dream, but is he America's team? I get it,
but I'm just saying if it's America's team, I would pick somebody that's even a little like richer in actual American history. Because if you're basing it on wins, I would say it should go to the Chiefs or somebody who's actually, they have their own dynasty. They have multiple Super Bowls wins. That's kind of more modern day. And I understand that this is just a kind of a coined phrase, for marketing. But I just wanted to, again, dive more into
I think
how this came to be.
They were labeled as America's team in the 70s. Was that the end all be all in the 70s?
Right, that's what I'm saying. So can you still hitch your cart to that wagon when in the last 25 years they're not? But again, as far as the global presence and merchandise and, obviously the fan base is still incredible.
Yeah, but we were looking and there are other teams, that have a way better...
with a lot of big international fan base. But I'm saying, again, so are we going off of wins? Are we going off of story? So again, if we're going off of modern day, I would say Chiefs, but I would argue that like the Steelers, that's, blue collar, a lot of history, actually have a decent or big international fan base. Green Bay, history rich.
Green Bay, big one.
Even Detroit. I mean, if you're looking for an actual America's team, pretty easy to like. Obviously not based on winning.
Off.
But that's not the point, though. I'm just saying if it's not about winning.
America's team.
They could be. I'm just saying, if you're looking for a team that's made an impact and an ownership that's made an impact, not only on the field but off the field, in this case, for example,
so
I just think
for Detroit, it would strategically and specifically be off the field.
I'm just saying,
not on the field.
The Cowboys are not winning lately. I'm just saying, so it depends on what is the criteria. And it's anyway. So after I watched this Netflix documentary,
you were really giving it to me for Green Bay. I'm like, yes, got it. That Steelers we can talk about it.
Chiefs got it.
Steelers got it. Chiefs got it.
That's fine. I'm just saying. Anyway, so after watching that, I really did have more insight into Jerry Jones. And again, you cannot question the marketing and spectacle that they have made, even with, this stadium. And now there are, some newer stadiums that rival it. But at the time, it was like nothing else. And anyway, so it's not only how America's team definition by fans in the U.S., but also how they're viewed internationally. So football internationally, the NFL is trying to grow. Mexico leads with 23 million football fans. 10% of those fans, 10% of the Cowboys fans base come from Mexico. Second country behind Brazil.
But I so agree.
Yeah, so that's Mexico. So Mexico's the leader with 23 million. Brazil's second with 20 million. And I find that really interesting, obviously, because soccer is such a dominant sport to them.
Yeah, I find that fascinating.
And then Canada, 7 million, and then Europe slightly behind that. So obviously NFL tries to bring awareness internationally. In 2022, it launched a global expansion program which obviously is smart. And I guess you have to, I don't know the full process, but you have to submit your proposals in the spring, and then you get that territory, whatever you're claiming, for 5 years to promote your initiatives that you're doing there, which is cool. So again, Dallas does that heavily in Mexico. The Bills do it in Canada. But as of this year, all 32 teams are involved, which is kind of cool. So
very cool.
I don't know. Maybe we'll not get a new America's team. Who knows?
No.
But if I'm going to say, are they America's team? I'm saying no.
They're not America's team. Fuck that. I actually agree with you. But you know who else isn't America's team? We won't need to go there. But if anybody can see out the window, no blue behind me, if you know what I'm saying. That blew my mind just now. I'm not going to lie. Okay. You just blew mine.
Fun facts.
Blew mine. Guys, fun facts.
Let's see. Fun facts. So speaking of fun facts, Serena Williams. And
I love this story.
Loss. She looks so good.
She looks good.
Yes, we're getting to that story next. She looks good. So she came out after a lot of criticism, and she admitted to using GLP-1, which is a weight loss, Ozempic style
good for her.
Medication. So my question is, what's the problem? Is there a problem?
No, I do not think there's a problem. I say good for you, girl. I say I'm glad you did it with Roe and got your own endorsement and owned it. And I feel like this is becoming more and more of a trend throughout the culture, if you will, that people are being more open with surgery, more open with what procedures they're doing, more open with talking about how they're using stem cells and PRP and doing these facials and doing this facelift. And, 2 examples, Kylie Jenner did it. Another one, Serena Williams did it for the weight loss. Everyone who's come out and said, look, I did this and this is what it is, has come out on top. I say good for you and get your money while you're at it.
I agree with that. And I think it's to each their own, and everyone has their own story of why they're doing it and what the reason is. And I mean, Serena was a tremendous athlete, competed and trained at the absolute highest level. She was in incredible shape. it is hard when you
How
stop
many people?
exercising, competing at that level, and being able to maintain your weight, your shape, all of that. And then after that, not only did she stop, competing and training, she had children. That's really hard for anyone. Again, just in general, and then let alone have children in your schedule. And I'm sure she still has so much going on, and it's a lot. So props to her for achieving
and
her
age
goal
and
and
metabolism.
doing it the way that
Good for
exactly.
her. She looks
and I
great.
love the way she looks incredible, and I love the way that she framed it. She said it is a medically valid tool rather than a shortcut. And I think that was a really good way to, because it is medically valid. And to me, I think there's nothing better than the old-fashioned way. And I think it's probably the most sustainable. But again, for whatever reason, and all kinds of people have all different reasons for maybe not being able to do it, or a lot of people hit a plateau and they just can't lose the weight they need. So I think it's great. And I think it's great that she kind of came out and used the story to propel that it is okay and there is nothing to hide, and there are so many people doing it.
She's just one person that said it.
Right. And so now she's a spokesperson for Ro, as you mentioned, which is a telehealth provider for GLP-1 medications. And her husband, which I didn't even realize, is actually an investor and on the board of Ro. So
good
I thought
for
that
him.
was kind of cool too.
Keeping it in the family.
Keeping it
more
in the
is
family,
more is
not
more.
a better person. And I personally think she looks the best she's ever looked.
I think she looks better than she did when she was playing.
Yeah, I think she just looks good.
Fantastic.
She looks healthy.
She looks healthy.
Which brings us to our next topic, the Tennis Hall of Fame induction.
Can we please talk about
Saturday. This? Yes. So it happened on Saturday. The Bryan brothers and Maria Sharapova were inducted into the Tennis Hall of Fame in Newport, Rhode Island, for their respectful doubles careers and singles careers. Bryan brothers' record-breaking career, 119 titles, 16 Grand Slams, Olympic gold medalist. Sharapova, obviously known for her looks, powerful game, first Russian to be ranked number 1 in the world. Tremendously successful career at a young age. Only one of 10 women in history to complete a career Grand Slam winning of all majors. Over $38 million in career earnings, numerous sponsorships. I mean, just absolutely crushed her time. So a very surprising presenter for Maria's induction was Serena Williams.
I don't think that there was a better dynamic, better duo. It actually brought a tear to my eye. And we know I'm not that sensitive.
She could not have picked anyone better. So I was obviously listening to Serena speak to it, and she said that when Maria texted her saying, "Can we talk?" and she's like, "What's this going to be about?" And then before Maria even asked her the question, she said, "Yes, I'll be
yes."
Here. And I don't think anyone would have expected her to be the choice, given their history and competition, their back and forth rivalry, and as Serena put it, was that they were both chasing the same thing. Only one person gets to take the trophy home, and you can have that rivalry. You can be fiercely competitive, and you can still have the respect and admiration, off the court for respective careers and success. So I really admire that. And I think that Serena was so gracious about it because the rivalry was 100% in her favor. She had a 20-2 career record over Sharapova. So there really wasn't much of a variety when you're 20-2 for your record. So,
but the way that she said it, I think it was
perfect. And that
perfect.
She accepted it, that she was there. Again, perfect timing because she, looks incredible. Not that she didn't before, just saying I think it was such a cool meeting off the court for both of them in their lives.
And I love more when they were talking about retirement that she said, "Well, did you take a break after you retired?" And Sharapova said, "Did you?" And they both knew, of course, neither one of us did anything differently because that's just their nature. It's the nature of the beast when you're that kind of athlete and competitor that neither one of them take a break, but neither one of them are going to come straight out and say it. Yeah,
exactly.
I loved it.
Obviously in their personal lives and everything. So I thought that was really could not have been better. And again, then Sharapova was back at the Open and doing her thing and gave a nod to her famous black Nike dress that she wore. And that was kind of Breakfast at Tiffany's inspired. I just thought it was really cool. Speaking of which, Lacoste and Novak Djokovic did a goat logo line. So they replaced the Lacoste green traditional crocodile
sick.
with the green goat, which I thought was
Gangster.
so cool. They did a party on Fifth Avenue in their front of their store, from gator to goat, limited release. The capsule's bold limited edition salute to his career and celebrating their last 8 years of the Lacoste and Djokovic partnership.
And it was
so I thought that was really, very, very cool. And that custom jacket that he rolled, unbelievable. I thought it was
sick.
So cool.
It
Again,
was,
all
I
over
think,
the topics for fashion and just, bold.
This
and
is
made a
the new
statement,
runway. Tennis is the new runway.
is. Right.
It really is.
Yeah.
I
And then
absolutely
that leads
love
us
it.
into Jack Draper, who we talked about last week
Oh
on the
my
Innis Burberry
God,
campaign. And he just signed a
Bring
multi-year
him out.
partnership with Viore. Exactly. First tennis ambassador. Livy Dunn was actually the first exclusive collaborator with Viore. Jack is the first of tennis. And I love that they are expanding into sports. So he
I
debuted
do
his new
too.
Viore kit during mixed doubles with Pegula. He had been with Nike for the entirety of his career. Contract expired, and he jumped to Viore. And I think that there will be overall more competition in the sports apparel world. I mean, before it was obviously you
I
had
think so too.
the classics like Reebok, but then even moving forward to that, it was really Nike or Adidas were like the
Yep.
two, and then you started seeing Lacoste with Roddick, and then you started, seeing little, drops of and hints
Slow
of things.
movements.
But to have, but to see like a Viore enter, I think is really great.
Interesting.
And especially for the younger players that want something new and they want something current.
Fresh.
So, yeah, exactly. So they had a Viore event for him at the Flatiron store, which also looked like a success. And I didn't realize that Arch Manning had an NIL deal with Viore. So I'm sure we'll be seeing more and more of that. And we all know I love.
We'll give it up
Manning.
for Arch.
Give it up for Arch Manning. I
We'll be
think
talking about that a little more later too.
Are you a Viore, an Alo, or a Nike?
I mean, I'm always going to go Nike.
Just in general.
Shout out to my uncle, Nike, Nike, Nike. But
Yes.
I am going to say, if I were to choose between Aloe or Viore, I'm more Viore. I don't know. I go back
agree
and
with
forth
that.
on it because I'm sick of all these colors from Aloe.
Well, but I also feel like it's just kind of like such an influencer, plug,
Aloe
and
is.
they just
It's
love
not
it.
quality. It
And
is.
I don't think the quality exactly. I don't think it is. I think Viore is better quality. The product is different, the styles are different, the cuts are different. Aloe to me is more kind of trend forward, trying to pull in the young buyers. I'm talking young as teenagers through high school, and then also a little bit, kind of like influencer style. And there's nothing wrong with it. And I wear plenty of Aloe and I like it. But I think that Viore's product is much better quality. And I really like the fit and the feel. And I really like it. But if I'm going to go back to actual performance, I think that Nike still is beyond. So if I'm working out, whatever, I think Nike is obviously for shoes, of course.
Well, and I have to throw it at you.
Athletic,
Let's imagine you putting on like Viore to actually go work out.
Yeah.
Can you?
Running around.
Can you?
I mean, yes. And I do some, but I go to Nike. And the Nike yoga leggings are actually my favorite. Anyways, I think that's, and then Joe Burrow is the face for Aloe's Conquer campaign, which I guess is designed for athletes in mind. It's now up on their website. Interesting. And they say it's ideal for high impact movement. But again, I don't know how that actually compares. But
think
again,
that's
good for these brands to bring people in.
Yeah, good for them.
Which also taking us back to other brands blast from the past. NFL announced that Abercrombie and Fitch is the first ever official NFL partner, formal partnership. There's obviously been other brands that have
out of here.
Okay. So they originally began offering NFL licenses for apparel in 2022, and now it's expanded. So
can we talk about it?
Teams will be involved. It'll do
Abercrombie
partnerships.
Is having
activations.
an identity crisis.
Abercrombie.
They're
They all
having an
are. But
identity crisis. They
I
don't
still
know
think of
though.
right,
What?
but I still think of Abercrombie as people getting dress coded in middle school and high school for not having 2-inch spaghetti straps and then the bad cutoff
Are
shorts.
you
Like that's
kidding
how
me?
I
All I
forever and
think,
the smell. Like I didn't even like going
yes.
in that store because the smell was so offensive and atrocious. Like you left smelling like that. And I just never was an Abercrombie person. So I think it's
I
a really
remember the t-shirts. I had them all. I feel like when I think of
yeah.
Abercrombie, I think of Laguna Beach. I think of
Yes.
low rise fucking short
Yes.
shorts and
Fake tans,
one
all of it.
spaghetti strap, a fake tan that I was a proud wearer of, and everything else. Then you have, let's jump 10 years after, which is aging us. But then you have Abercrombie being this weird, I don't even have a comparison of what it was. It was like a
I'm just shocked that they made it through.
terrible
They were struggling for
linens.
so
They were
long.
doing weird linens and
Really,
prints
yeah,
and lemons on
yeah,
their shirts, and it went through it's gone through an identity crisis. And now what are you
it
going to
really has.
put for Abercrombie? What are they? Who are they as a brand now that
Right.
you're working with the NFL? What's your
Well, and it's
vibe
also
and your
like,
style going to be? You're
right, and
fucked.
that they've have, like I said, collaborated with various designers, Veronica Beard, God, like other brands that you can kind of see. That's cool. Like Veronica Beard's, traditional blazers and mix it with NFL teams. That's kind of cool stuff.
Absolutely love it.
The dresses that I sent you some last year. Like I thought they were really cool. Would I wear them?
Totally.
Probably not. But I
Skims.
thought that it was more of a fit.
Skims, I
Exactly.
think a great fit. Think it was crazy and it's
Right.
such a bold move, but that was a statement. What are you going to do with Abercrombie and Fitch? There's no athletic wear. What,
Yeah.
like,
It's gonna be. I don't know. And then like American Eagle, what is their deal right now?
Cayenne Anthony just did a collaboration with them, and he's their
And
new
Travis Kelsey.
face.
Travis
Yeah.
Kelsey was announced today, or it's been announced recently, and I guess after the engagement news and all of that, it's just shot up. Which, by the way,
Don't.
congrats to Travis and, and Taylor Swift. I guess it happened a few weeks ago. Kept it under wraps. I will say, I thought her ring was beautiful, very unique, vintage.
Stunning.
Absolutely, it's not stunning, and
stunning.
but my favorite part about it was that it's unique and the fact that it's a mine cut. I think there is not a better cut diamond than a mine cut, and I'm actually shocked that you don't see more of them because I think they are by far the best looking cut. I think they are the most vibrant. I love the color
Gorgeous.
of them, and I love the again the cut. They just pick up so much more.
It's the sparkle.
Sparkle.
You see it in
It
the
is the
camera,
sparkle.
the way it's shot.
And that's where it
everything
came
about
from.
it.
I mean, mine cut historically is so, like miners and under lights and candles. That's what would make those rings shine so much like candlelight back in the day. And I think it's beautiful. So anyways,
Gorgeous.
congrats to them.
I do too. Congrats
curious
to
to see how
them.
that-
I don't know how I feel about the whole thing. So happy for them.
You're next.
I think
how about
this
that?
fuck out of here. This is like really when I'm like Taylor Swift's fucking engaged and she wrote 18 fucking albums about how she can't find a man. Mind
Well,
blower.
she found him.
She
Get your
found
guitar
him.
out, sis.
You know
Get
what?
your guitar
I'm
out.
getting my motherfucking guitar and my harmonica and
Right.
let me write you a love song, fellas.
Please do. Yeah.
Somebody bring me
We'll
an
send it out to
athlete
our
is all I
listeners.
gotta say.
Exactly. Okay, upcoming matchups. Obviously, U.S. Open. We'll go back to what we already said, but we'll reiterate. Picks for me are Alcaraz and Sabalenka. If Alcaraz wins, it puts him at number 1 in the world. Winner will get $5 million, highest price in tennis history for prize money. So I love little Carlitos, and I like Sabalenka.
We're giving
I like her
it
style.
up to him. And I want
Yeah, we love him.
yeah,
Although his haircut, I don't know.
fucking love it. You know what? I don't care if his brother took a scissor and accidentally chopped it. I think he looks so
It added
good.
to the story.
I
Yeah,
think it
everyone's
looks
here to see it.
so good. You know what? I love it. He's a young kid. He's swagged out. Good for him. And I just think he's funny and quirky, and I think that we're going to see a lot from him. I think he's also it's entertaining to watch him in general.
It
So I
is.
think
Just his
on and off the
energy,
court,
yes, I think, yeah.
he's a
I really like
baby.
him.
It's sweet. I really like everything about that guy.
Yeah. Okay,
Poor
our weekly
kid.
picks, rapid
Let's
fire,
ding,
two
ding,
girls,
ding,
one
ding,
ticket. Ding, ding,
ding.
ding, ding, ding. Okay. Also, we cannot start with anything else other than Texas and Ohio State. What's
Wow.
left to talk about?
Let's
That
get
might
into
as well
it.
be a hot take.
Wait. Icy, I'm going to ask you this question first.
Thank you. Please.
Texas or Ohio State?
Ohio State, and I don't even like them, so that says a lot. And I will give you my reasoning. But first of all, it is the most expensive week one matchup ever. Ohio State's favored by 2.5 points. I think that's still accurate. Texas is obviously ranked 1, so it's the first underdog that's not favored to win. I also, speaking of Barstool and David Portnoy, did you see he was banned from going there? And they're trying to blame that it was Fox. I think I absolutely love him. I love his personality. I love
everything
his banter
about him.
I really do. And he's a huge Michigan fan. So obviously it makes sense. All he does is dog Ohio State. He probably doesn't even want to be there.
But Michigan business.
So yeah, so I think that that's hilarious. But back to what we're talking about. Ohio State. I do not like them. And the really soft spot in my heart is really sad to say this because I love Arch Manning.
What about you? That's what I was about to say. Your boy Archie.
Him. So I really feel like I can't go against him, and I really hope he does amazingly in his career. I know he has a lot of pressure going into the game, so much built up, the past even couple years. For him to be starting at Texas, his first, real game, that he wasn't coming in for yours. To be at Ohio State is going to be really interesting, and I hope he does well, but I just want Texas to lose. They have so much money into the team this year, and there's so much hype from Texas fans, and I just think it would just teach a good little lesson to a lot of people.
A big
to
shout
get taken
out
down
to
those
bleeding oranges.
Yes. So what do you think, sister?
I have to agree with you. I think that as of right now, it's going to be something that's either going to blow our minds in one way or the other. Again, we want our Manning. We love him. We think he's adorable. We're so about you. You're just the sweetest and the cutest little thing I've ever seen. However,
we will support him all day.
We'll support him, but I think it's either going to be a crazy blowout that's going to shock us, and
that would be crazy.
If it is a blowout, then I'm going to salute Cappy.
Well, unless you get on a flight and come here tomorrow or Friday, I hope that you at noon have your mimosa because it will be 9 a.m. West Coast time, and I am going to have my donuts and for anyone that doesn't know, I am obsessed with Entenmann donuts, and I will never, I will fight anyone about Entenmann. It's the cheapest, best donuts you can ever find. Obviously got hooked on them from New York. Cannot find them many places else. Well, definitely not in Austin, but they do happen to have them here. So I'll have my Entenmann's. I will have my mimosa, and I cannot wait. I'll be in the theater watching. So buckle up.
And hopefully I'll be next to her, and you guys are going to get to see some hot takes of us together.
Exactly.
Two girls united.
We'll have to tune
on the same ticket.
Exactly.
But
okay, so let's
tune in.
Yes, let's go over a few more. Syracuse, Tennessee.
Okay, wait. Sorry. Syracuse, what?
Syracuse, Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Alabama, Florida State.
Alabama.
Nevada, Penn State.
Penn State.
Let's leave it there. That's the right answer. Correct. Montana State, Oregon. And you better not cross me here.
Oregon.
Go Ducks. UTSA, A&M.
I fucking hate this answer almost as much as I hate the fucking Lions. Gig 'em.
Okay,
A&M.
A&M. Sorry, beep beep, go Runners, but
Beep,
A&M.
beep, but and shout out
You,
to my sister's alma mater.
yes, exactly right. Birds up.
Birds up.
LSU, Clemson,
Clemson. It's gonna be
New Mexico,
close. I'm going
New,
Clemson though. Are you?
yes, for sure. New Mexico, Michigan. Go blue. Is it hard for you to say? Let me help you out.
No. No. I can't even bring myself to it. No, but I like Michigan. I do like Michigan. I just don't like
Okay. So
everybody
Georgia
there.
State, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Yes. Notre Dame, Miami. Oof,
Notre
another
Dame.
tough one. Yes. Go
Notre
Irish,
Dame.
but
It's
I am a
gonna be
Hurricane.
close.
Yes. Yes. Georgia Tech, Colorado.
Georgia Tech.
And then on Monday, we have
Are you going
TCU
Georgia
and,
Tech?
yes. Sis, we're
Okay.
2 girls, 1 ticket. Have you forgotten?
Duh, just making sure. Just making sure we're on
I
the
would
same
correct you if you're
page.
wrong on any of these, but no. On Monday, we will have TCU and UNC. Another,
UNC.
I think TCU is going to win, but
You know what?
I would,
Yeah.
same thing. I like
Okay,
Ohio
if
State,
we're
Texas.
2
I
girls,
would
1 ticket.
rather UNC win, but it's going to be
Me
TCU.
too. Okay, so we're
And
just
it's
gonna
going to be Bill Belichick's first game. That's going to be interesting.
Fuck
Did
yeah,
you see he's
so
trying
excited.
to, or his
Or-
brand company is trying to
Oh.
trademark Gold Digger? Can't make this
Well,
stuff up,
I
folks.
said
You
horse,
just
so
can't.
whatever you want.
Call it what you want it, but yeah.
Call it what you want to call it.
Oh, goodness. Okay, everyone. Well, thank you for listening. The time
Guys,
has
this
come.
has
You will be
been
hearing more
a
from us
pleasure.
Saturday, I can assure you.
Can't fucking wait.
Yes. Don't forget to like us, follow us,
Subscribe.
message us, subscribe. Let us know what you want to hear. Let us what you don't want to hear. We'd love to hear your response on a few things. We did get feedback that the hot takes need to be a little bit spicier.
We're going to make it spicier as we
So-
go along and figure it out. But everybody remember, 2 girls, 1 ticket, TWOGIRLS. TICKET.
ONEDICKET. Okay.
We're gonna have to edit
2
that
girls, 1 ticket. Well, thank you, everyone, and we will be back
to
soon.
do that again. We have to
Buenas
do that again.
noches.
TW